Hey guys, Allie here from AllieStamps.com, and today I have a video to show you the cards that are coming up for our June technique class and on-the-go kit, as well as a tutorial on how to make this puddle at the bottom of the boots here. If you haven't ever heard of my technique classes before, if you live local to me in Rochester, New York, you're welcome to come out in person and get a hands-on experience. If you don't live local to me, I do offer on-the-go class kits that you can purchase and have shipped directly to you. You get the PDF files emailed to you with all the photos and instructions, as well as the complete project kits in the mail. The project kits, you have two kits to choose from: the full cards and the resource pages, or just the resource pages. To show you what the resource page books look like, it's a nice little collection that you can start so that you have a record of all the different techniques you've done, and you can refer back to it down the road when you want to make a card and need some creative inspiration. So you can just collect all of your resource pages on this ring, and you get a complimentary cover and binder ring with the purchase of your first kit or with attending your first technique class. The first technique that we have for the month of June is water puddle, and if you take a close-up look at this puddle, it's a little bit hard for the video camera to get it to show up, but it's nice and shiny and it looks like real water in person. And I'm going to be coming back to this card in a little bit to show you how to do that technique. The other two techniques that we'll be doing this month is the bubble wrap design, as well as the faux watercolor painting, which is really gorgeous. Okay, to make your watercolor on that puddle, the first thing you're going to do is stamp your image, and I use the boot from Beautiful Occasions. And a little tip here that you can actually turn your set of 5 into a set of 9 by cutting off these sentiments from the main images. That way you can use the different boots and the sentiments individually without being locked into having the sentiment. Of course, you could always marker, but this is just a little bit easier, and I just cut those right off with craft and rubber scissors. So you'll ink up the boot and stamp it on your cardstock. And then the next step that you're going to do is you're going to take a paint palette and you're going to take some crystal effects. And you can just open this right up. You don't need to worry about squeezing it. You'll put a dollop of that right into your palette. And then you're going to go through with some re-inker. And I selected Marina Mist as my color, but any blue would do. And I would start off with 2 drops of re-inker, 2 or 3 drops. You can always add more, but it's a little bit harder to take away. You want to make sure that you don't get it too dark. So you're just going to mix that up well. That looks like it's going to be perfect. Okay, and then once you have your mixture, you're just going to take your paintbrush and you're going to pick that up, and then you're going to go right under the boot and drop that down and spread it out to make it look like water. And when this dries, it's going to harden and it'll be shiny and colored, so it'll look just like water. And there really isn't any precision here. I just make sure that I don't touch the boot directly. And you do want the ends to not be even. You don't want it to be straight, because rain puddles don't develop that way. So you want it to look as natural as possible. And you can just play around and work with it. Crystal Effects dries. It takes about 20 minutes to dry. So you're going to actually feel it harden on your brush before you're going to feel this actual puddle harden. So when you're done with this, you do want to make sure you take your paintbrush straight to a sink and get it rinsed out so that it doesn't stick. And then that looks pretty good to me. So that is the puddle technique, and again, here's a picture of the full card. You can jazz up the boots on the finished copy, but this is just a small little swatch that you can put on that resource page. So you can go to my website at AllieStamps.com, and there you'll find a photo of this card in addition to a supply list for this card, as well as instructions for if you would be interested in taking this class on the go and getting all of the other techniques as well for the month. And again, that's AllieStamps.com, and this is the technique class for the month of June. Thanks for watching.